Welcome back, YouTube. And for those who are new here, hello. My name is Noah, and on my channel we talk about death, true crime, haunted people, places, and things, spiritual reparations, and how you can fuck around and find out. If you are not subscribed here, why? Subscribe now, turn on your notification bell, and if you are not following me over on TikTok, I highly recommend that you do so now. On today's episode, we will be exploring a highly requested place. I probably have every bit of 25 emails requesting me to talk about this very haunted portal. And I am talking about the Appalachian, however you say it. The mountains with the skinwalkers and the ghosts and the weird shit. You know, there's a lot of places in my line of work that I want to explore. I'm going to Haiti. I'm going to Africa. I've been all over the Caribbean. But this is one place that I do not want to fuck around and find out. Okay? This is one place that I can sit out and not feel bad about. Because the mountains is haunted as hell. It is absolutely a portal. All right. And I'm going to be watching some TikTok videos with you guys to prove why I probably will never take my ass down to the Appalachian Mountains. Everybody talks about how you shouldn't do this, that, and the third whenever you are in the Appalachian Mountains. But I truly believe that this haunting, this portal was built based off of not only them colonizing the native land, but just the way that the earth kind of split up whenever we were going through evolution and countries drifted. This place is just fucking weird. I'm sorry. There's no way to put it. It is weird. And I have no desire at all to ever visit. They can enjoy them ghosts on their own. Okay? There's a lot of places I want to go. And I say I'm going to visit. But the Appalachian Mountains is not one of them. I have no desire. It's like Dubai for me. I'm not going to Dubai either. There are certain things that I just will not play with, and this is one place. As always, I will be tagging the creators down below in the description. Please go give my fellow creators a follow. They work very hard on this content, so do them and me a favor and follow them. This first creator is on TikTok, and he goes by the handle Big Old Dookie V2. And he is giving a story time about how he ran into we don't say that word, according to him. Just watch and see what he says.
Okay, story time as promised, and here's how I ran into one of these freaking things. First off, we're not going to say this word, all right? Especially that one right there. Don't even think it. Don't try to pronounce it. Just don't. If you want to know what one is, Wikipedia, right there. I ain't going to tell you. Good, now that that's out of the way. Now, there are two other people that can back this story up, and this is how I personally remember what happened. So it was late at night, and we were jumping on the trampoline. And where I live is actually proven to be an old Cherokee settlement. My neighbor went digging in his creek behind his house. He found pottery, bones. Did I mention the bones were human bones? And him being the white man he is, he put them on display in the museum. So it's always been a real hot spot of paranormal activity. Except this one night, things were different. It was real late, probably around 11:30, almost midnight. I want to say it was around October. And the dogs started to go crazy. So we stopped jumping and we looked towards where the dog's pointing. Part 2 is coming right after this. Part 2 because I'm not a jerk and want to make people wait. But I would appreciate a like and follow. But moving on. So we start looking where the dogs are pointing. And we all just stop whatever it is we're doing. We just look. And down the road, I have to draw this better. We were about where this mouse is. This right here is the house I grew up in. We were about here in the corner of the yard, and it's very dark right there. We see something over here. He's walking this direction. Now, he didn't quite look like this, but if you've ever played the video game Until Dawn, more like that, but it was standing upright. It wasn't on all fours. More or less, he looked like this. Yeah, that's terrifying to see as a 10-year-old. And so he's walking. At first I think it's just a man, maybe a very tall man. He's walking abnormally fast. But one step is about 5 feet. You know, imagine like a normal cadence. But he's just... As soon as he appeared, he was gone. Part 3 coming up soon. Part 3. So we all run inside, scared shitless, and we tell my parents what we just saw, and of course they don't believe us because we're kids. I was 10, my brother was like 6 or 7. My friend Thomas was maybe like 8 or 9. You know, that's the prime time age to be scared of the dark. We go inside and we just start talking, and we're just all in just absolute disbelief. We don't know how to describe what we just saw. And even now, later down the road, we all remember it differently. We nicknamed him the Black Man. I don't mean that in a negative connotation towards African Americans. I mean the dude is literally a fucking shadow. So we called him the Black Man. And you know, as time went on, we kept jumping on the trampoline, going outside at night. And every now and again, you know, when it got real quiet, I'd look down there at the barn and we'd see him peek his head around the corner, look at us. Never saw his face, just them glowing red eyes. I'm not even sure it's one of these because it's never attacked us, but it certainly tried to get us out there with it. My brother Bolt has way better stories than I do. I will try to get him on a part 4 tomorrow. So be looking out for me. Part 4. And again, sorry for the delay. My brother unfortunately could not come out to talk to everybody, but he did send me footage. Well, it's more audio, but footage of this thing making noises and intimidating them. Here's that footage now.
Oh, you're actually doing it. Yeah. Ooh. Bold one, aren't we?
Now, this high-pitched noise is whatever this thing is. And the video is 3 minutes and 31 seconds long, so I can't show you everything, unfortunately. But basically, this thing moves inhumanly fast. It went from right next to them to 200 yards away to 400 yards away, and then back right next to the game, all within the span of like 30 seconds. No living being can do that. Now, it sounds innocent enough, I know, but it looks like that. We've given him all kinds of nicknames. We call him Skiggy Boy or Long Boy. In part 5, I'll try to do less talking and more just about Bolt's video. So part 5 coming out relatively soon after this. Alright, I'm in the quietest room in my house. And I want y'all to pay really close attention to the sounds I'm about to show you. Roll footage.
Just the talk of it. Oh, you're actually doing it. Yeah. Ooh. Bold one, aren't we? One more time. Real junky, like. I'm recording this right now, so we're gonna have you saying that. Ooh, there he is. Fucking. I heard you. Honk again if you're some immortal piece of shit.
Sorry, I kind of had to fragment a 3-minute long video into just the really audible ones. But in the first one, he's right there next to him. The second one, he's about 200 yards away in the tree line. Third one, he's right there at him again. Less than 30 seconds had passed. You be the judge.
Yeah, no. I believe you, bro. See, this is the thing about children. Their veils is thinner than my edges. Okay? Their veil is so thin that they get to see all of the creepy shit that goes around. That is around us. That we cannot see. So when my kid comes to me and say, I seen some type of demonic looking creature, I'm believing him. Because why do they got a lot like that? They don't. They have no reason. This next story comes from an account under the handle Abby Sabota, and she was born and raised in the Appalachian Mountains, and she is giving us the law of the land when it comes to the Appalachian Mountains. Just listen to what she says.
I grew up in Appalachia, so I'm going to share some rules that I had growing up. Because some of the stuff that y'all are doing really stresses me out, and you're not making good decisions. Don't be outside after the sun goes down. Better yet, don't be outside after the porch lights come on. And where I grew up, there weren't porch lights to see, but you get the drift. Especially not alone. If you hear voices in the woods, no you didn't. Let's just hope it's poachers. Hopefully it's just poachers. But it might not be. Let's not risk it. You don't whistle in the woods. Better not to stay in the woods either. If you're hiking, keep your eyes ahead. Look at your trail, look at where you're going, but don't linger. And don't stare at anything that's staring back at you. I say don't look in the trees for a reason. There are things that are out there staring back. And you don't want to activate their prey drive. Keep your protection on you. I always carry cedar, sage from my garden, and jewelry from a loved one. Don't egg it on like some of y'all are. It's disrespectful and stupid. Have more respect for the woods than that.
Y'all are stressing my good sis out. She said what she said. Because there's this trend of going into these mountains and doing stupid shit that will cause you to fuck around and find out. Please, if the locals are telling you, hey, don't do this, that it is a bad idea, please trust the locals. They know better than any of us. So thank you, Abby. Because I hear nothing, I see nothing. I'm not even, y'all got it. I'm not even going down there. And y'all better be careful if y'all do too. This next video comes from an account called Real Horror Talk, and it is of another creator. I'm hoping I can find her so I can tag her as well. And she is broke down in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains. And just look at how they ignore all the creepy shit that's going on around them.
This creepy video comes from Allie Che. I'll tag her below. And while in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains, their car breaks down at night and they decide to get out of it. And it does not go well. And many commenters were divided on whether this was real or not, based on their demeanor with the activity around them, while others said that they were just following the rules of the Appalachian Mountains. Regardless, it's still creepy. Here's part of that video, but you can see the full thing over on her page. But let me know, what would you do in this situation?
Yeah. What now?
I guess we'll have to walk to the store. Hey.
What do we do? What was that?
I don't know. Did you hear that?
Yeah, we better get back in the car.
Yeah, we better. Oh no, it's locked.
Why is the car locked? It's scary. Oh my god. Okay. Did it lock?
No.
What's the deal with this car? I don't understand.
You'll have to unlock it for me.
Something weird has happened with this car.
What's going on?
I don't know. Let's see if it starts. It started.
Waiting for connection. Bluetooth connection success.
What was that?
Ashley, I do not like this.
Oh my god.
Let's get out of here. Go. Does it run? Is it working?
Yes, it is. It's working.
If minding my business was a person, the way something banged on the back of the car and they're just like, hey, let's get this. It's working. Okay, let's get it on the road, because baby, they wasn't taking no chances. But I will say, girl, if you driving that old ass car, make sure that everything is tuned up, because the sheer horror of even breaking down in the middle of the night in this place is giving me anxiety. And the fact that somebody's banging on it and they're just like, oh, let's go, that tells me they've been through some things. Okay? Y'all be careful. This next creator is a creator that we featured on our channel before. She goes under the handle on TikTok, Hearts Starts Pounding. And I'm going to tag her below. She has a podcast. I'm trying to find the info so I can tag it, because if you like scary stuff, her stories be storying. She is very, very, very well versed. And she's going to be telling a story about a man in the Appalachian that got rid of a conjuring in his house.
Okay, all jokes aside, Appalachia really does have the scariest shit. Like, did you know there's a plot of land in Appalachia that is so haunted? They have a plaque commemorating getting rid of the demon. And I only know about it because I did so much research for this week's episode, but I literally can't sleep now. So this ill-proportioned man is Adam Livingston. In the 1700s, he was tormented by a poltergeist in his home after he buried a stranger in an unmarked grave on his property. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? Legend has it that one night in West Virginia, a traveling stranger came to Adam's place and told him that he was dying. He asked for a priest to be fetched for his last rites, but Adam wouldn't go get one. AKA, his wife was like, please don't leave me alone with this man. So the stranger died, but Adam didn't even know his name, so he just buried him in an unmarked grave in the back of his yard and got back to work. And that's when it just went full conjuring in his home. He came outside to see that his chickens had randomly been beheaded. Adam said at night it sounded like there was a horse upstairs, like that's how loud the stomping was. But one night, Adam has a dream, and in the dream, he thinks he sees the man that can help him. And the haunting stopped after he went and got this man, who ended up being a Catholic priest like the stranger wanted. They blessed the grave, and if you visit, you can see where they marked his burial site. For more Appalachian horror, check out this week's episode.
I truly believe that this place is like a portal. If you die here, it's like season 1 of American Horror Story. You just stay there, because how do a person that's trying to help get haunted that bad by a stranger? I'm glad they laid him to rest and they gave him his final rites, but that shit is scary. This next video comes from a creator under the handle Ali Shay's World, and she was born and raised in the Appalachian, but one of her followers sent her a story about how they moved there and had no idea they were moving into a portal. Y'all, this shit stressed me out.
Being born and raised in the Appalachian Mountains, I've experienced a lot of unexplainable things, and I'm not the only one. Today I'm going to be sharing a story with you that a follower sent to my email. I moved to Pennsylvania right after turning 15. Before that, I lived on the West Coast, so I had no knowledge of what happened in the Appalachian Mountains. Nothing about those rules like closing your curtains at night or not responding to your name being called when nobody's around. In our house, we had a crawl space on the second floor. I had claimed the bedroom with the door to the crawl space. And once summer started next year, I started hearing scratching coming from inside of the crawl space. I thought it was a squirrel, but my dad couldn't find anything inside. The scratching continued, but I ignored it. At some point, I thought I could hear my name being called from behind the door. Now, my parents were very religious. I was taught that if I heard my name being called, it was the Holy Ghost trying to tell me something or trying to comfort me. I said a silent prayer to myself when I heard my name being called in that house. I think I had really just got lucky, and I had moved out of that bedroom and into a different bedroom without the crawl space after my sister had left for college and I got to move into her room. I had another experience in that house soon after I turned 18. I was packing up my bags, getting ready to move away from college, and I had a lot of anxiety because of that. Something that helped me was getting fresh air. It was already nighttime, but I stepped out on the back porch to get some fresh air. The moon was really bright that night, and I could see most of the yard very well. It was a large yard, roughly 6 acres, with a creek and a wooded area to one side, a hill and a wooded area on the opposite side of the creek, and behind a small pond in the back of the yard was the road. I knew this area had animals that were out and about, especially late at night, so I took a look around to see if I could spot a fox or a deer. At the road, I could see what looked like 2 glowing eyes attached to some figure. It looked like a deer, but it was staring at me, and the porch light was on, so it was very clearly lit. I thought it was kind of cool until it started getting closer. The yard was massive, and there was a rough 3 to 4 acres of land between the road and the house. This thing was moving fast and moving very intently. It got over the guardrail and was making a straight line towards me. Even with the moonlight, I couldn't really make out what it was, but at that moment, I thought it was like a wolf or something. I ran inside, locked the doors, turned out the light, and ran into my bedroom. I spent the rest of the night underneath my blankets and muttering prayers to myself. In the morning, I told my dad about the animal I had saw outside last night, and he had only found some scratches on the wood on the porch.
See, I would have been done. I would have been done. I would have just never came back to the house after the first weird occurrence. But you know, it is what it is, but the mountains is weird. Something's up in there, always lurking, always watching. I ain't got time for none of that. I got enough kids to watch every move I do. I don't need spirits or whatever watching me as well. This next video comes from an account called Haunted TikToker, and this is basically a video of how it sounds after dark up in the mountains. Turn your volume up.
Looks like a coyote. You can see it in the back. You can see it moving right there. Well, this is where I live. It's spooky, yet still so fascinating to me. All right, God bless.
Not every dog in town going crazy. And some of that noise didn't even sound like a dog. I don't know what the hell that was. I'm not trying to find out either. But that was scary as shit. That was scary. This next video comes from an account called Hey62. And she is showing you the stark difference of the Appalachian Mountains in the daytime versus the nighttime. And we are still hearing these weird ass noises. Listen. Dogs got it worse than children. Dogs can see ghosts. Dogs can see things that we cannot see. They don't have a veil at all. The baby's veils be thin. Dogs, animals, cats, whatever. They have the vision. They have sight. So if your dog start literally looking at corners, barking at things that's not there, trust your dog, because this is crazy. This is a totally different creator than the last video that we just watched. And the dogs sound the same at night. Coincidence? I think the fuck not. This next video comes from an account called Solar Chaos, and they are telling their story about how the don't rules. You don't hear nothing, you don't see nothing, no you don't. Saved their life from an entity. Just watch.
Where I live in the Appalachian Mountains, we have the no you don't rules, and last night those rules saved my life. The rules are: if you hear something, no you don't. If you see something, no you don't. And if something calls your name, no it didn't, and leave quickly without running. Last night something was on my porch walking with soft but thudding footsteps. I closed my curtains as tight as I could and locked my bedroom door. The footsteps never went away. I was awake until almost 3 a.m. and I could still hear them. But never once did I look out my window or leave my room. I could tell the longer it went on, the angrier it got. It would move faster and more frequently, and I heard a distorted growl that sounded like a drill stripping a screw. I could have shrugged it off as a wild animal, but I knew better. And what happens next told me it was not just some animal. I was on a phone call with my friend to make it think I wasn't alone. But then the call kept dropping, and my friend told me that he kept hearing static through the phone. I then tried to call my next-door neighbor, who I am also friends with. She never picked up, but every time the phone rang I could hear the static my friend was talking about. I ended up falling asleep sometime around 3 a.m. When I woke up it was broad daylight and the footsteps were gone. When talking to my neighbor on Discord, she told me she was outside around the same time and told me she saw something that looked like a weird wolf. So I know I wasn't imagining things last night.
This next video is a compilation of weird shit that has happened in the Appalachian Mountains, and it comes from, again, Haunted TikToker, and again, stressed out watching this.
I have a new friend!
Time to go inside.
Is this a skinwalker on his roof?
We're talking about SW, and 3 minutes later this happened.
What's wrong with it?
Something's under my house.
I just heard some really strange noises outside, so I'm just gonna take a quick look. I live in Appalachia, so this is probably not a great idea. What is that? I don't even know. I guess I'll just take a quick look.
Where did that spawn go?
There's a skull there? Oh my gosh. What the hell? Why is there a skull here? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, I gotta get back inside.
The fact that Susan opens the door, and you know you ain't supposed to open that door, girl. You said I live in Appalachian Mountains. It's probably not a good idea. Girl, close your door and take your baby back in the house. Because why are we doing this? Why are we playing these games? Okay? And I'm still deciding if that tree one with the kids is real, but either way, it's creepy. This next creator goes by the handle Jessica Now 96, and she is participating in the trend that was on TikTok a while ago of saying something and finishing it with, "Of course I blank." Listen to hers.
I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course a little bit of rain doesn't bug me, but the dark does. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course I've seen Bigfoot and skinwalkers. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course if I heard something, no I didn't. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course I have curtains in every single window and I close them every single night. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course I run from the dark and I never whistle.
Jessica, just move, girl. Just move. I would hate to live in a place that I'm afraid to go outside at night. I have enough stressors here in Las Vegas, but if I lived in the Appalachian Mountains, maybe I'd be bald-headed. For real bald-headed. This next creator goes by Modern Day Era something. I'm going to link her because I don't want to tear up her handle. But she is giving her theory on why the Appalachian Mountains are like they are. Because remember, those mountains span over 15 states. So it's not just one area that's creepy and weird. It's the whole damn mountain. All of them. All states. So just listen to what she says.
You know that joke in the Appalachian Mountains, if you hear your name? No, you didn't. I have a theory. The Appalachian Mountains are known to be exceptionally creepy. So there's this interactive map on dinosaurpictures.org where you can enter your address and a time period to see what your area looked like during different stages of tectonic movement. Here's where I grew up, northern New Hampshire. Now, when the continents were all crammed together about 200 million years ago, and this was Pangea, the Appalachian Mountains are there. And even before Pangea, at about 400 million years ago, it's still there. Now let's go as far back as we can, 750 million years ago, before multi-celled organisms even appear. Boom! My town is there. The rest of the planet, by the way, is water. There are various points in time where this is kind of underwater, but let's just say for funskies that the Appalachians, which is this area kind of, are so creepy because there legitimately are things in this land that just never left. It's just a fun theory. People in the Appalachians love to have them, but what if they've seen things?
If we are dealing with something prehistoric, we ain't never gonna get rid of them D words and skinwalkers, and the mountains is cursed forever. Because we can't get rid of something that was created 700 and something million years ago. I'm just let them ghosts and skinwalkers and Bigfoot and everybody else just hunt in peace. Hunt in peace, baby. And whoever want to stay there in the mountains, that's their business. That's a them problem. It's not a me problem. This next video comes from, again, Miss Ali Shay's World. And like I said, she is a native, born and raised. And people send her creepy videos of them up in the Appalachian Mountains. And she is sharing one. And y'all just listen to Actually, nothing. Y'all look and y'all see what I mean.
If you follow me, you know I was born, raised, and still live in the Appalachian Mountains. Y'all have tagged me in all kinds of creepy videos, and I've been going through and watching them all. I want y'all to let me know what you think about this one, because I swear I have seen something very similar to this in the woods.
Oh god, there's even more bones than last time. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. Oh! It's just dark as hell in here. I'm probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail goes on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. That was my cue to leave.
That's a weird looking bobcat.
Did y'all hear that dead silence out of nowhere? Not a cricket, not a buzz, nothing. The forest went on mute. Coincidence? Finish it. I think the what? I think not. This next creator went uber viral on TikTok because he lives in the Appalachian Mountains and he experiences a lot. Whatever is haunting him, because I think he may be the drama at this point. Investigating shit, not following the rules. You didn't hear anything. I feel like he going through it because he ain't following their own rules. I'm going to insert a couple of videos from his page. But baby,
No, because I'm freaking the fuck out, guys. So I just Snapchatted my friend, right? And I like walked through, and now the fucking alarm's going off. So I was walking through here, and whenever you get right here, you can see something fucking behind me. And I like watched it, I did like a playback before I sent it to him, right? And like there was like these lights were off. Yeah, I just got to work, and I feel like, like all day today, I felt bad. Honestly, it's less, like a little bit, I felt bad, and I don't know, I feel like I need to go to the doctor, but like I'm constantly just like nauseous, and I don't really know why. Like I have tried to like take medicine for it and stuff, but I don't know, it doesn't seem like it really does anything. And then whenever I go and I'm just like laying down and stuff, like I can sleep, and whenever I sleep, it's like I don't like get rest, you know what I mean? So I don't know what that's about, but damn, I'm gonna have to make coffee. It sucks because I don't have insurance, right? But I don't know, I'm just like, I'm gonna have to do something because I don't know why it's like I feel so bad. Like I said, I literally can get multiple hours of sleep, and it's as if I don't, like, you know, it's like I don't sleep at all. Like, I'm just, like, exhausted. So, Don't know what that's about. And then today I woke up with a damn, like, bruise right here on my leg, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So, that's concerning, but oh well. But if you wanted to swing by, and say, hey, like, you could, oh, I can't see shit. I also hate that they always keep this room so fucking dark. Like, come on now. But, anyways, yeah, if you wanted to swing by and say, hey, then, you know, you could. But, yeah, I'm just chilling. So currently, I ordered DoorDash because my sister and the kids are gone for tonight. Like, I'm here by myself. The kids had football practice, so they had to go do their own thing. Thank you. So, I ordered DoorDash, and then I heard it knock. Oh my god, she's still fucking standing there.
I don't know what spirits them is, but they turning my boy Dustin every way but loose. Okay? Whatever is following him, haunting him. I mean, I know the mountains is haunted, that area. I know. But this is unusually haunted. And it's like, because he's acknowledging and making content, maybe it's pissing them off even worse. But baby, I'm gonna pray for that boy. Because he need it. This last video left chills down my spine. It's of some children in the woods in the Appalachian Mountains. And I'm going to just let y'all watch it. And the creator's handle is the Twilight Emporium.
Keith! Get up here. Get away from him. Come on, guys. You okay?
Kids, you get up here now and you get away from that floating demon in the woods now. Come on, your mom's making hamburger helper. Now, kids, I'm telling you to leave that demon alone. He don't want to play with you. He wants to consume your soul. Now, get up here, kids, before I miss the new episode of Big Brother. This is, by far, one of the most convincing paranormal videos I have ever seen by a very clearly concerned father. But you know what? They are from West Virginia. And what small child in West Virginia has not been taught the ways of dealing with demons in the woods, even if it's a demon being pulled along by a string?
I'm completely convinced that the spirits or whatever are completely unhinged. Because, to be that clear on video, yeah, I'm gonna keep my ass up out of there. And until next time, y'all do good, be good, and follow the rules of the Appalachian, please. I don't want to have to cover one of y'all. Be safe.